time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game has veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news at Paul Brown Stadium. That's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Let's go, let's do this.
Like 20.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. It'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Switzer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
No chance.
Smooth.
198. Watch 98. 98.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
57's Mike.
Hey, high 7.
57's the Mike. Watch the flag.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Two first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You gonna see me? Hey, Orbit.
He'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Joe Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. Ends up. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Pittsburgh.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. These two teams all tied after 1. Able to find Switzer, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Push him back. Push him back. 44. Mike 57. Bravo. 57's the Mike.
Ben to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger as his guys are able to regain the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, check Mike. Hey. All day.
They're going to look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Got it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
57 to Mike. And we have you. 57 to Mike. 57.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Quarter. Hey, seam 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
180.
57. 65. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Crunch time, defense.
So that'll back him up 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
He gets this one to Boyd. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He may try and run for this. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They send Green to the left on his own. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. This is caught. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and short, going to their tight end. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Hey, watch your leg. Hey, Delta.
They'll try and throw for it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 78 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Play to win. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 14. And the Steeler first down.
Here we go. Black 20. Snickers, got to spin.
Let's give him some penetration. Watch twist. 57 to Mike. 50.
Team spill.
You.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over the 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
44.
From the 16, Roethlisberger. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Black 80!
Watch the pass. Wide. Get wide. No. Watch the safety creep.
Black is good!
They'll try and run for it with Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger. That's complete, right around the 8. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Airing one out for Boyd. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's see what you got.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Green brings it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Finding Green complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second and 13. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Go! Easy, easy. Easy, easy.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Get that quarterback!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he gets it down to the 32. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next, the score. Bengals 36, Steelers 31.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready up.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Got one, I got one.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come. 55. Now.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Come on, set. 60 or. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Fire.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bengals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel? Ooh.